Hello everyone. So this class that we are about to start is on elevator pitch. Now, before I begin all that and before I share the article that I've already shared with you, I would like to relate a little bit of story. Now you see, you are preparing an elevator pitch. Why is it called an elevator pitch? Imagine this. Just close your eyes and imagine that you are about to submit your CV in a place where you have always wanted to work. That particular company has an opening, or maybe someone has advised you to go ahead and uh, push forward your CV. Maybe it may be needed. So let us take this situation into consideration. You have prepared a nice CV. You have even dressed up for the occasion because no one goes to a professional place without a little bit of proper dressing. So that is something you have done. Next thing that you need to do is you need to be prepared about any impromptu interview that may occur. So you are a bit prepared about that. Now you are with your armed with your CV and maybe some of your testimonials, and you're off to the company which you need to, you want to, you dream to work on. So just to enter, you find someone stopping the elevator at the last moment and getting in. And you understand after looking at him or her properly that he is one of the important prominent members of the company that you are going to apply, or maybe the CEO of the company. You have this particular ride up to the company floor to impress that person. Most of us, what we do is we shrink back and we try to hide in the shadows or behind a few people and just wait our turn. Instead, if you had used this time to introduce yourself and leave a little bit of mark of yourself on that person, that would be awesome. So that is called a elevator pitch. You are in the elevator, riding to the floor where the company is housed, the CEO is with you. You have this elevator to impress that person. So that is why it is called an elevator pitch. So this is the background story. Let me go ahead and share with you the screen so that I can go into all the details, because believe me guys, even I am not that aware of what the entire thing should be. I know my elevator pitch, but what are the important criterias are something which I have learned while I was sharing this document with you, and I would like to check on them and be correct in what I am saying. So let us go ahead. This more or less this story is given here only in a different way. And what is it? It is 30 seconds to 2 minutes of time. This elevator pitch is something which we should be, I mean, prepared with. And whenever the time comes, we should deliver it within 30 seconds to max minute or 1.5 minutes. Don't even make it 2 minutes. 2 minutes is too long and may lose the attention of many people that are around. So you're not talking about your whole life story or your vision in 20 years, nothing like that. A short, snappy one, which also engages the listener and keeps a lasting impression. That is most important, lasting impression. So what do? The thing to remember about an elevator pitch is that you're offering yourself as a solution to the problem that needs to be solved. You cannot talk about the problem if you don't know the company properly. Know in details about the company that you're applying to, all the sectors that the company applies to. If it's a multinational company, remember that every company has lots of facets, and in every facet there are certain things that need to be addressed on a regular basis. There are certain things that are the problem. So find out your problem area, and find out the problem area of the company, and even if you can give a very small solution, part of a solution of that problem area, the person listening will listening, because it is his or her problem and that needs to be solved. If you're somebody who can solve it, best. So that will be awesome, and that will really attract attention. It's critical to tailor your pitch to who you're talking to, because doesn't matter what you want. What matters is what they want, what the company wants, what the CEO wants. So that is what you are going to talk about. Um, Next is how to draft it. Okay, there are three questions which needs to be answered in an elevator pitch. What do you do? Most importantly, if you are solving the problem, that is what you do. And what distinguishes you? How typically can you solve the problem? Many people can solve a certain particular problem. How can you do it in a short time, in a efficient way, in a more long lasting solution, whatever it is? Time, money, these are the two important factors. And last but not the least is the lasting impression. So which of them are you going to solve and what way? And then a little one half a sentence about your goal relating to this, the way that you're going to solve the problem. So that would leave a lasting impression. How to draft it? um, so your elevator, write down a script, or at least an outline of a script, because unless and until you write down, you cannot tailor I mean certain thing that you have to say. Because when we start talking, we start going on for a longer minute. We try to explain ourselves, but this is not the place where we can explain ourselves. When I'm asked the question, I'll go into the details. But first, I'm going to give the bare outlines. And I mean, what should I say? Um, the ideas and the simple sentence, a simple sentence is necessary, all the ideas are necessary. So we have to write and cut and I mean tailor it to make it short and simple. So that is why it has to be written down, drafted, and then make I mean my attention, sorry, my aim is to make it short and snappy. That is the word they are using, and that is something which you should do. It's snap in a moment. It should, there should be a whir and a click. When you I mean take a snap in a DSLR or something like that, you hear a certain rilling and a clicking sound, something like that. There should be just a snap about like that. How to practice it? So to deliver an elevator pitch successfully, it is about how you present yourself, not just saying the words mechanically as if you have marked it up and is vomiting out. You have to make it as impressive, as natural, as I mean as confident as you come up with it. And that means you have to add every piece of body language techniques that you know. So um, I mean, you have to be confident, you have to open, your body language has to be wide and open and smiling. um, and that is how you can make an impression. A firm handshake, open body language, a firm body posture, not stepping back on your back foot, but rather stepping front on your front foot, keeping your body a little bend towards the forward, these are the things that are necessary. So a smile, a firm handshake, a little body movement, an open gesture, and the right words, the exact tailored words delivered as if you are doing it impromptu without much practice. It should be fresh. You should not be talking the similar language that every person talks. It should be your way of speaking, should be a picture of you, because all of us has a different flavor. So come up with a flavor that is entirely you. Do not say anything that is very studied, or something which is very, what should I say? Something which is very dull and drab and industrial, goes with, everyone says that. Never do that. And last but not the least is, you have to keep your tone neither loud, I'm sorry, not very low. You're talking man to man, maybe in a very, I'm sorry guys, I'll just stop. Well, I was sharing the screen with you. Let's continue with this. So what happens is that your body language and your smile, your elevator pitch is fresh, fine. Next thing that comes is, the last thing that I was talking about is, was that you have to be more careful about your voice, because as you see that, we are very much what we speak and how we speak. What we speak, the content comes last. Our body language comes first, then comes our pitch, or a volume. So loud is a no-go. I mean, you can very easily understand you cannot be loud, but that doesn't mean you will be whispering out. You will be very respectful and keep your voice a little over the hum of the elevator that is taking you upwards. So remember not to be, what should I say, not to be too loud, but not to be too lower that the person has to move forward or ask you, beg your pardon, repeat yourself, or just because he or she could not hear you, just ignore you. So don't allow that thing to happen, and go ahead, and that's it. Awesome. Go ahead and prepare your elevator pitch, and let us see what you're posting as the assignment. And if you do that, I'll take the time to correct each and every one of your elevator pitch and help you prepare yourself. Once you prepare the basic one right now, suppose considering yourself to be ready for the job, you can gradually mold it as you get older and really pass out your final SEMs and be ready for the job. You can gradually change it and make it up to you without much guidance. So go ahead and finish your assignment. Bye. I'll stop sharing, I'll stop recording, and I'll end our meeting. Okay? Bye.